Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinwe. It's nice to meet you again if you're returning. It's amazing to see me go this hard on YouTube, but I'm celebrating my small wins, and that is the topic of this video. You know, just celebrating any 1% transformation, any transformation at all you've had. You might not notice it in the long run, but you've definitely had transformations. You've definitely had some sort of forward movement. And even if it's just 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, it might not be the whole complete change, but just something to let you know that you're doing good, you're doing right. Something just to encourage you, a tap on the back yourself. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I feel like this year I've had some wins I would like to celebrate. Even with school and graduating school, it's a chapter. I don't want to call it the end of the book, but it's a chapter that has closed. Just one part of the series and the whole franchise that has closed, and I feel with that closing or with that ending, it's definitely a book I would like to revisit. That's why I said it's not the whole book that is done. It's also a chapter of the book that is done, and definitely with that closing, it has given me, and just this year in general, it has given me this sort of clarity, this sort of now I know what I want to do and I want to do it right and I want to do it go full on it. If you had asked me, hey, what do you want to do after school? Do you have an idea? I would not have answered you. I would not have given you something to work with. But now looking at how I want my life to look like, or looking at how I want to what I want to achieve and the things I want to do, I do have some form of clarity. And so 2026 has brought that. So not only do I have clarity, now I have that energy and that effort and that consistency and motivation I was looking for all this while to put my foot down, to put one leg after the other, to go full throttle, to not be scared like I was before, to not give up halfway like I have done before, to just have some form of forward movement, to have some kind of momentum to my steps. And it feels really, really, really great. I cannot. It just feels like it's cathartic. Being in that phase where it's either you don't know what you want or you know what you want but you are not so sure. So your efforts are 50%. Your efforts are not 100% like someone who is really sure of what they want. It's a very crazy feeling. But now being able to get an idea of the picture, to see yourself in what you want to do and to see yourself actually doing it is a very cathartic experience, and it's something that I feel 2026 has brought. So I would say I'm not a patient I'm not a patient person. You know, I want transformations now, but seeing those changes, seeing the clarity gained, seeing the steps taken, it does feel good. It does feel good. Patience, they say, is a virtue, and good things take time. So every little thing that is bringing me forward. Oh my god. So every little step that I take that is bringing me 1% closer to what I want to do, I feel like infinity stones. They are coming into my collection. They are my building blocks. It's my cornerstone. And being so excited about your journey, being so excited about your journey rather than just the destination. When you go on a trip, the car ride is part of also the trip. To me, at least, the car ride is also part of the trip, and it's the journey, it's the fun that we have on the way. That's really like it's like the icing on top of the cake. I wrote some things. I always write before I speak. I always write before I come on YouTube to speak, and I want to just repeat what I said verbatim so you could really understand where I am coming from. You know, I said the biggest transformation I've seen so far is taking myself seriously and also building. building my brand, actually for real this time, not on shaky ground, but on knowing who I am solidly and doing it, going full throttle. You know, I'm building myself. I'm building my money up. And then when I notice these transformations and changes, my narrative shifts. I get clarity. I show up daily. No motivation needed, but more so discipline to, hey, this is what you said. This is what you said you were going to do. Please don't fail. I mean, it's okay to fail, but don't be the person that fails yourself by not showing up. I want to be the person who has utmost trust in herself, who says they're going to do something and actually gets it done. Like you having so much trust in yourself that, hey, I said I'm going to do it and I'm doing it. It's amazing. It's amazing. I want to be that person that I want to trust myself 100% to commit fully and do the damn thing. No fear, no inconsistency, no half baked work, but full on. We are getting this thing done. I want to be that kind of person. That's the kind of person I want to be, and that's how I'm showing up daily. So what I said was, I'm getting excited about the little things. I'm getting excited about the little things. If I see myself, you know, showing up, it's like, wow, you really care. Thank you so much for caring. Thank you so much for caring. There's a big picture, and the picture doesn't come together at once. It's frame by 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 frame, and then you get to see it and it looks so magnificent. So every little frame that you collect is going into the bigger picture. Every little frame that you collect is going into the bigger picture. Every little thing that you do, every little change you see, no matter how little, it's still something. We want to get, like I said, I'm not patient person, but patience is a virtue. We get agitated by the thought of just having everything at once, but then you don't get to appreciate it because you have it all at once. It was given to you all at once. It's not something that you worked for, you built towards, you showed up daily. The sacrifices, personal sacrifices you had to go through to see that thing come to fruition. So I think most times we get agitated maybe when we're not seeing that big of a result that we want to see. But it's the process. Trust the process. Trust yourself in the process. Collect your cornerstones. Like I said, whatever change, whatever transformation I notice, it's a cornerstone. It's a cornerstone. I collect it like infinity stones. I collect my building blocks like infinity stones. So I want you to I want you to have that mentality, especially if there's something you're working towards. It could be yourself, it could be your brand, it could be your business, it could be just who you want to be by the time 2027 rolls about. It could be anything. Trust the process, one step at a time. Put one foot before the other. Put one foot before the other. As far as you have momentum, as far as there's forward movement, I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be fine. So to close it off, this is what I would. Again, this is going to be a Substack media. I'm going to add the link to this YouTube post. So I said, as of January, I've celebrated small wins. I've graduated. I'm on my way to having saved and invested almost 1 million. I'm building my brand actually for real this time. No half baked work again. I'm going full throttle. I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of being inconsistent. I'm tired of not realizing the full potential that I put out. I know I deserve, and I could actually realize. I'm having fun in my own little way. I'm bringing back my whimsy. I'm realizing that I have free will and I can do what I want. So I have little projects that I do, just something to take my mind off, something to relax me and be calm in the moment. I'm bringing my whimsy back. I'm having fun along the way. And just to close it, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm figuring out what I want and what is me. These things come to me. It's the journey again that matters. They come to me. I don't exactly know where the stop destination will be, but more so the goals I have set, they are going to be check marks along the way. It's going to be a full ride journey. There's no stop. There is no hey, we've gotten to our destination. But more so it's more so a check mark. This is what you've achieved. This is where you've gotten to. This is the mountain that you've climbed, you know, and you've done it while still being yourself and having fun. And that's about celebrating your small wins and noticing any 1% transformations you have. I said 1% because we want to see 100%. We want to see a whole full 360, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. And if it did, it would not. So thank you for watching. Again, my Substack and my YouTube are linked. I write written form on Substack, and then I word vomit on camera on YouTube. That's something I want to be doing right now. And I want to see myself show up consistently. And if you also want to be on that journey of consistency, of 1% transformations, then you should subscribe. And also read my Substack. But yeah, till I have more ideas, till I have more thoughts, till I have more original musings, I'll see you guys next time.